think, hey, we're going to get it this time. It's not going to happen again.
There's no doubt in my mind that we weren't going to make that, and that's the attitude we had every play coming out, and especially that 4th and 1 coming out there, knowing that we're going to cross it, and we just didn't.
Next one.
Thank you.
Close. We're so close. And there's so many just little things, throughout the whole game that we could have done to, done better to win that game. And it's disappointing just leaving those things on the field.
On that
What
last
are some
play,
of those close things that you guys could have done better?
Penalties, dropping the ball, fumbles, my interception. There's certain things, getting that 4th and 1. There's certain things that we can do, to keep drives alive, keep things moving, and it's all on the field, and it's just up to us to convert and do better in that area.
on that last play, is that just trying to make something happen coming down to the wire? There's not many options left.
Yeah, scrambling, and I thought Jonathan was kind of past his guy, and I tried to throw it up, tried to let him make a play, and didn't put enough on it.
Do you think you guys were up 7-0 or 6-0 when you hit Cody there early?
Yeah, I thought we were. That's another one of those things that takes points off the board, and it's tough. And the ball was wet, it was raining at that point, and you just got to focus and hang on. And I could have given him a much better ball to let him just walk in the end zone, but. Again, it's just those little things that are keeping us from winning games.
You guys have been such a good rushing team all year. And second game in a row, you couldn't get a key 4th and 1 when you had to. Just how frustrating is that? What do you think happened on that?
You have to give Alabama some credit. They have a good D-line, good linebackers, a good defense, and all game long they were doing a good job of stopping our run and doing a lot of things to disrupt our rhythm offensively, and you just got to give them some credit.
How close is this team to pulling out a win?
We're so close. You see 1 point here. A couple weeks ago, we're so close, and I think that's what we're all getting tired of is saying that we're close. It's time for us to go and win.
Is it getting harder for you guys to deal with these losses, knowing you have the capability to win a big game?
It's never easy dealing with a loss. I think I think it's the same, closer or a blowout really, and so it's just us just trying to really just get over this hump and do everything we can to get a win, in the SEC, and it really comes down to us, like I said, just converting the little things throughout the whole game, and that's going to help us win games.
How do you keep it from being a mental game? I mean, these guys got to set in your mind that you can win big games and it doesn't happen. How do you keep that from happening?
Say it again.
How do you keep it from being a mental game, knowing that you guys have the capability and it's not happening, keeping it out of your mind?
Yeah, this team is something that's nothing that I ever worry about with this team. They're so good about just moving on, going week to week, and just looking forward to putting this one behind us and moving on to Georgia. And this team has just got that mentality that what's in the past is in the past. It doesn't matter. It's time to move on. So we're going to learn from these mistakes we've made and get ready for Georgia next week.
Play the Derby.
Yeah, I think it was man coverage. We had a crossing route going on, and he got some separation from his defender, and we were able to get him the ball, and he kind of stiff-armed the guy and outran another guy. So it was kind of a great play for us, and big momentum boost, and that's the kind of plays we expect out of him.
Brandon, is a loss like this so close? Is it more frustrating than the 52-0 game? Obviously, you guys are playing a lot better, but is there a different? I don't know. Is it even more frustrating in some ways?
I don't even think so. I think a loss is a loss in my book. Some people might think differently, but a 1-point loss or a 52-point loss doesn't matter to me. It's tough because we are close, but the loss hurts all the same.
Yeah, but Brett was pretty emotional when he came and talked to us. What was he like in the locker room?
Kind of the same way, just reiterating how really how close we are and how many things that we're doing well, and just the little things that are keeping us from winning games, and we just got to correct those mistakes.
How tough is it to keep enduring these tough losses? You guys, how tough is it to keep coming back from them?
Like I said about this team, our mentality is really just putting this one behind us tomorrow and getting on to Georgia and getting our mindset on Georgia, and that's something that is a good mentality to have when you lose games, and we're not going to let these couple losses stick in our head at all. We're going to clear them out, learn from them, and move on to the next week.
When you guys weren't able to convert there, when Cody had the fumble to go in and you had the high snap on the field, weren't able to cash in points on those fumble recoveries. Did you get a feeling like this could come back and bite you?
You know, it's always the little things, like I said, that we got to correct, and you can't, especially like a team like Alabama, you can't leave points on the field. You got to put them up on the board, and you know, we had a couple instances where we weren't able to put points up on the board, and it caught up with us.
You know, it looked like your plan tonight. You had Cody opening the flat early. You had a good handle on their blitzes coming right up the gut on third down. I think that may have been on the drive with A.J. Can you talk about the plan coming in? It really
we had a great
some
plan.
scoring.
Had a great plan coming in. You know, it's always hard to have a good plan against a team like Alabama and the things they do so well defensively. We had a great plan. You know, for the most part, we tried to execute it as well as we could, and you know, just little things here and there, just getting the 4th and 1 and things like that, just keeping drives alive and me making better throws, and just got to improve. You know, we're always gonna have a great game plan each and every week, and it's just up to us to execute that game plan.
Well, and it seemed like last year, you know, you guys are always having to play from behind, or the defense wasn't strong enough, but they certainly gave a lot of opportunity out there. They've
Our defense played a fantastic game. You know, you can't say anything else about that. They were all over the place, making plays, making stops, giving us chances, and you know, as an offense, that's what you want to see. And for us, you know, we have to put more points up on the board, and we can't you know, have our defense play such a great game and then us leave them hanging there.
Yeah, you're making a lot of plays with your legs and your arm. I know that loss is tough, but did you think maybe this is the best game you played given the opponent?
You know, a loss is a loss. You know, I'm going to be critical for myself. You know, there's a lot of throws I'd like to have back, a lot of things that, you know, I could have done better and help this team win, and just got to improve on those little things.
Brett said Jimmy Johnson talked to you guys yesterday. Was that cool? You ever been around Jimmy before?
I've actually never met him, but that was a cool deal. He had a good little speech for us, and you know, it was just a guy that's been there and done it. And, you know, you always like hearing from people like that.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Trey, I mean, the defense really seemed to shut them down pretty good. I mean, could you guys have played much better on defense?
Yeah, we played pretty good. You know, I think we hold them to, I don't know how many rushing yards they had, but 66. Yeah, something like that. But, you know, like I said, defense, we left some plays out on the field. They made more plays than us, and the results is the win for them.
Coach Bielema was trying to call a timeout there on their touchdown pass. What did you guys see on that play?
I just ran the play. I wasn't aware until we got off the field that he was trying to call a timeout, but you know, they caught us slipping, and you know, that just shows how precious the game is. Just one play. So
you and Darius are from Alabama. You both had probably your best games of the year so far. Any extra motivation would have been now?
I mean, I want to play every game. You know, like it's my last, because it is. You know, my last as a senior, and you know, I'm pretty sure Darius played his hardest.
They're all tough. Is this one tougher? 1 point, Alabama, you know, leading the fourth quarter.
To me, a L is a L. We worked so hard during the week, and to see it not pay off, it hurt us. But at the same time, we know we're headed on the right direction. It's not coming the way we wanted to. We still haven't got a win, but at the same time, we know we're headed on the right direction. If we just keep pushing forward, the win is going to come.
You guys gave up 52 points last year to this team. This year they come in averaging 500 yards total offense. You hold them to 66 yards rushing, 227 total yards. Just talk about your preparation and expectations from last year to this year playing these guys.
Yeah, like I said, guys are more confident. It's our second year with Coach B. Guys know the scheme, and just we prepared real well, and guys' energy was real well during the week and the bye, and it showed during the course of the game. And like I said, we just two or three plays away from pulling out the win.
You guys held Cooper in check pretty good. What was the key to that? I know he got hurt and went out for a while, but what was the key to holding him from down a little bit, quite a bit?
Yeah, like I said, we just wanted to recognize where he was on the field and make the right check so we could be in a good position to to be over the top of him sometime and just try to get our hands on him and disrupt the timing of the throw and the route. And I believe for the most part we did a good job.
There were some opportunities lost on some dropped interceptions. Can you talk about some of those?
Yeah, one of them was me, and on that drive, the one I missed, they were able to score. If I was able to catch the interception, it could have been different. It would have took 7 points off the board. But like I said, we missed some opportunities, and we got to catch those. And but at the same time, for the most part, the defense played good. We just got to keep pushing forward.
Just how close is this team to getting over that hump?
It's real close. It's hard to always lose a game like that, but at the same time, we see the positives. But we want to go back and watch film and see what we did do wrong so we can keep building on it and keep continuing to move forward.
Well, like somebody might have flashed in front of you right before you had a chance to get that pick. Did somebody block out your sight line, or did you just didn't catch the ball?
Kinda. My eyes got on the ball at the last minute, and it just like hit my hands and fell on the ground. It was, for me, it was tough because I missed. I knew I had an opportunity to get the offense off the field, and for them not to score, I dropped it, and they was able to score in that drive.
Tough loss against A&M, tough loss again today. How do you keep this from becoming a mental game from you guys?
I'm not really worried about it for the team because I know we got guys we stick together and guys are positive. It's hard. I know guys are hurt right now, including me, but at the same time, we just want to just turn the page. I mean, it's tough, but at the same time, tomorrow, just turn the page and correct the things we did so we can try and go win one Saturday.
Can you compare the emotions in the locker room tonight as opposed to the Texas A&M game and the tough loss there?
I feel like it was the same. It was tough for us because we felt like we gave that one away also last 2 weeks ago, and guys were hurt. But it's just us putting all that time in the preparation and working hard, and to not get the W. It's hard, but at the same time, we know we just got to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, Brett was literally wiping tears away in here when he first came in here talking to us. How emotional was the locker room?
It was pretty emotional, including myself. That's my last time playing Alabama, and we wasn't able to get the W. But at the same time, it's just all the hard work we put together, and guys know that we're just together. And it was hard, but at the same time, I see guys picking each other up, and we're on the right road. It just hasn't came as quick as we wanted to, but I know it's coming.
Thanks.